everybody. I'm Derek, but you probably know me as Chicken Guy. I'm the man from the video, the viral video that everybody's been... Chicken Guy loses it at Omnimart. And I just wanted... oh, hang on. See? It's really me. I just wanted to clear up some misconceptions about what actually happened, because there's a lot of misinformation out there right now in comments and various media outlets, and a lot of missing context about what led up to things. So first of all, I went to the store that day to buy a blue igloo cooler. I was on my way to a work function, a barbecue, for which I had promised to bring cold drinks, thus cooler. And blue is the sort of official color of the company. So when I entered the store, that's what I went looking for. And when I couldn't find one, I asked a couple of employees, but instead of telling me where I could find a blue igloo cooler, the two employees thought that it would be funny to make a bunch of jokes about the fact that I was dressed as... why was I dressed as a chicken? Well, this was also due to the requirements of the work function. I was going to be working one of the grills, the one serving chicken, but the lines at this event can sometimes stretch up to 40 feet, so it isn't always possible to see where your preferred meat is being prepared. So, to prevent people from wasting time in the wrong lines, the grill master traditionally wears an appropriate outfit. So, rather than helping me, these two very rude... why was I wearing the costume in the store? Well, it's a small costume with just these two relatively small pieces, so I was concerned that I might leave it behind. And so, because I was wearing the costume, these two employees felt justified in making a series of juvenile cracks. Eggs are in aisle 2, which, I mean, why would a chicken go looking for another chicken's already laid eggs? It doesn't even make sense. Are you sure you're not looking for birdseed? Which, of course, chickens don't eat. And so I tried to explain. I said, I am going to be on the grill. And they said, I bet you are. And I like humor as much as the next person, but I had a cooler to buy and an event to get to, so I said politely, seriously though, where can I find a blue cooler? And for a moment, it seemed like I might get a serious answer, and one of the young ladies said, well, they're down aisle 6, but you probably don't want to go that way. And so I asked why, and she pointed, and I saw that on the way to aisle 6, there was a slowly rotating rotisserie. And at which point, the second young lady said, friend of yours? And at this point, I walked away, determined to find a cooler on my own. And I did find the appropriate area with relative ease, only to see another customer pick up and walk off with the only remaining blue cooler. And I returned to the two employees and I explained that had they not delayed me and instead properly directed me to begin with, I would have been the one to reach the blue cooler first. And instead of sympathizing, let alone offering a solution, one of them said, how can you be sure? Birds are colorblind. I am colorblind, which is the very definition of adding insult to injury. So yes, I began to demand an apology and some sort of redress. I mean, access to a storeroom where more blue coolers might be kept. Something. which was met with more laughter and derision, which is when someone began filming. So, do I regret yelling and using that kind of language and chasing the two employees across the store clucking until I tripped on a guitar chord and collided with a gong which knocked me unconscious? Yes. But the fact remains that had I been treated appropriately, I would have gotten the cooler I wanted rather than having to settle for this red one instead, which I couldn't even use because I missed my work event because I was unconscious. And I did know the chicken in the rotisserie, and the poor bastard's name was Carl, and he went in there to buy a cooler too.
Messy and be crazy and have fun.
You really can push yourself to do amazing things in such a limited period of time.
The best art needs limitations, and the greatest limit of all time is time.
Artists that are as kooky and crazy and imaginative and as go for it minded as you are.
It's about being bold. It's about challenging yourself. It's going to teach you the lessons that you'll be able to take with you through every audition and every rehearsal and every show.
Trust your instincts because they're correct and you don't have time to second guess them anyway.
The 24-Hour Plays has provided such an amazing community for me, and I would not be the artist I am today without it.
Don't hold back. Hold back.